friends, it's Pierre again, and I'm back at it finishing up my three-part video on the concerned clergy. Now, this is a copy of the illegal campaign ad that was run in the Indianapolis Recorder in 2006. Let me try to get that there for you. You can see that the ad was placed by the concerned clergy, and that it endorsed Congresswoman Julia Carson for Congress, and then it endorsed several Democratic judges for office, and Beth White for the clerks. But you'll notice that one of the judges that was not included was Thomas Carroll. He was a slated candidate in 2006, but they didn't endorse him. And as you can see, maybe you can see it down here, there's no disclaimer for this ad. And this was the illegal campaign ad that was the subject of the 5938 complaint. It was designated MUR 5938 by the Federal Election Commission. And basically, there's questions about this ad. Like, now we know that who is the concerned clergy? That's the question. And where do they get their funding? I don't believe that the Reverend C.V. Jeter paid $2,079 for this ad. Now, it's got Reverend Jeter's signature on it, but I don't believe that Reverend Jeter paid for this ad. I don't believe that back in April of 2006, at 89 years old, he went into his pocket, or the concerned clergy's pocket, and pulled out $2,000 for a campaign ad endorsing somebody for elected office. Which brings me to the point. Now, I've got Reverend Jeter was shortly thereafter, he was on his way out of, he might have been the designated president at that time, but he was certainly a non-active member. And I know shortly sometime thereafter, he went into the nursing home. And in April of May, Reverend Leroy Deakins became the president of the concerned clergy. But I have affidavits here from Margie Oakley and Reverend Deakins when they submitted these affidavits for the voter ID. And basically, in these affidavits, they say that the concerned clergy has limited resources. And these affidavits were submitted in December of 2005. About 6 or 7 months before the 2006 congressional election. And they're saying that they didn't have, they said they had limited funds then, so why are they coming up with $2,000 for a campaign ad? Now, I copied the responses, or the submissions, to the Federal Election Commission in 5938, and in nowhere will you see a complaint, response, of designation of counsel from the concerned clergy. There's one for Caroline Mays in the Indianapolis Recorder, but there's not one for the concerned clergy. But when the Federal Election Commission dismissed the case, they sent the letter to Aaron Haith, and it references Memorandum Matter Under Review 5938, Concerned Clergy. And then it goes on to say, Mr. Haith, on September 11th of 2007, we informed you of a complaint, this, that, and the other. And they said that they're dismissing it. But now, the Federal Election Commission identified, in my opinion, Aaron Haith as the concerned clergy. It doesn't say anything about your client or whatever. It doesn't There's no designation of counsel by him, and I can't find a response by Aaron Haith on behalf of the concerned clergy. So it appears to me that they've identified him as the concerned clergy. So my question is, was money funneled through the concerned clergy by other individuals to pay for that illegal campaign ad? I mean, did they get the money from somewhere else? Because you know, I've never seen the concerned clergy have a fundraiser, and I know that they haven't been submitting business reports or whatever to the state in the last several years. They're not a 501c, 527, or whatever, and this is for the IRS, so, you know, what are they? And did individuals give money, third-party individuals give money for this illegal campaign ad? That's a question for the FBI and the IRS and the U.S. Attorney's Office. And so there it is, friends, and that's the question I'm asking. You should call your elected representatives, the U.S. Attorney Office and the IRS, you know, if you want this type of stuff to stop. I do, and I'll be making a complaint to those organizations. I already have, but I have to make a follow-up. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.